20 years ago, out of kindness, the woman gave a bowl of noodles to a boy on the street. What she didn't know was that this simple act of compassion would one day bring her unexpected salvation. That day, a family of 3 walked into her noodle shop, claiming to be down on their luck. The man immediately asked if this was the place that offered free noodles, but seeing how they were dressed, the woman felt they didn't look like people who couldn't afford a meal. She explained that only those who were truly desperate could eat for free. The older woman quickly chimed in, saying their child's illness had drained all their savings, and they hadn't eaten in 3 days. Seeing the woman hesitate, she dropped to her knees, begging for a bowl of noodles. Kind-hearted as always, the woman believed them and agreed. She invited them to sit down while she turned to the kitchen to cook, but she never expected that this small act of kindness would one day be repaid with betrayal. After finishing the noodles, the older woman praised how delicious they were. Then, shyly asked if they could come back for more in the future. The man quickly tried to stop her from saying anything foolish, but the woman noticed their clear struggle and kindly offered that they were welcome anytime. The family was moved to tears, swearing they'd never forget her kindness. The woman just smiled and said, "It's just a bowl of noodles. Everyone has hard times. I'm only doing what I can." She then told them to rest a while she went to the back to wash dishes, but as soon as she left, the older woman's face changed completely. Then, one day, the older woman barged into the shop with a large crowd, loudly telling everyone to eat and drink freely. The woman was stunned, rushed forward to ask what was going on. The older woman shamelessly replied, "We're here for free noodles." The woman pulled her aside and said she couldn't afford to feed so many people. But the older woman scoffed, saying, "You put up a sign saying free noodles. Everyone here is in need, so you should help them." Even the man couldn't watch anymore and tried to stop her. But the older woman reminded him why they were there. It turned out not long ago, a company manager had gotten wind that a large donation was about to be made to the woman's noodle shop, so he paid off the family to deliberately cause trouble at her shop, promising them $50,000 afterwards, and even ownership of the shop. Blinded by greed, the two agreed without hesitation. What they didn't know was that the CEO of the donor company was the same little boy the woman had helped 20 years ago. Now, he was a powerful business tycoon. His first priority was to find the woman who had shown him kindness. Back at the noodle shop, the family was still making a scene. Left with no choice, the woman agreed to cook them noodles, but the older woman wasn't satisfied. She pulled out a vial of unknown liquid. The man made up an excuse to distract the woman, while the older woman secretly poured the liquid into the broth. As soon as it was done, she called the local news station to report a health violation. Reporters quickly arrived, broadcasting live that the shop had serious food safety issues. The woman was shocked, insisting it was a mistake. But after testing, the soup did contain dangerously high levels of bacteria. The crowd erupted with criticism. The news spread quickly and caught the attention of the CEO. He instantly recognized the woman on screen as the one he had been searching for. He ordered his assistant to prepare a car and head to the noodle shop immediately. Back at the shop, the woman, overwhelmed by emotion, collapsed from illness. But the old